see. It's not my real name, but that's the name I use on the internet. And this is Aegis Rim. It is the real name. Although it's also called 13 Sentinels, because it couldn't decide on the name. I'm going to remember some stuff. What stuff am I going to remember? Oh, not that stuff. We just did that. I think we're going to remember this stuff. Oh, we need 12 people for this dude. We need 12 people. So many people. I think I probably should actually be finishing people's storylines to not ruin stuff. But the game locks in such a way that it shouldn't let me ruin stuff, right? Coming as 7 though. Really exciting. We did finish his storyline. Oh yeah, that was the last one, the Idol in Orbit. So that actually required one of them required him to be finished. It's going to start locking me out, making me do them in the correct order. But, yeah. Let's go Sekigahara next. So, and we know we're going to start downtown. Right, so he's the runaway suffering from memory loss. Sekigahara learned about the truth of the world from his past self. Yes, he did. He met Iori Fuyasaka, who has a fondness for him. He started to remember everything about the Aegis system as he regained his memories about this conversation with Morimura and Tetsuya Ida. When she showed him around the school, he encountered 2 girls. He heard about the hopeless busybody. Sekigahara remembered about the android girl he met in the past. And of course, Sekigahara headed for the abandoned factories after tracing the travel log of the motorcycle that he used before. Sekigahara requested that Tsukasa Okino backed up his own memories. Could come in handy. Could come in handy. Elbow drop. Oh yeah. Is that statue?
Looks like I've lost them for now. I have to consider my next moves carefully.
I have to consider all the lives of these people. I reckon these two had like a hard day. But then, you know, what a night they had afterwards. What about you? Just longingly looking to the future. How about this business guy? He's writing a novel. It's never going to be finished.
A girl with red glasses and braids. She created NMC0204. The same pills I take. I saw her at the school. But what business would an android have there? Besides, there was something different about her then. DD426. Likely the root of my memory loss. But who would create such a thing? And why? Found at the nurse's office where Chihiro Morimura worked. The label matches the one on the bottle I had. Oral NM C0204. Ryoko Shinonome. Let's see. Attempting to delay nanomachine separation in the brain. Applying memory link enhancement. C0204 and C22. So there are 2 types of pills then.
More than 2.
C0204 is the same one I have. It's been over a week since she last received a dose. I wonder how she's doing. Without the pills, her memory must also be suffering.
Cryptic note.
Chihiro Morimura's objective. One with great implications. Especially for those from another world, like me. If Operation Aegis succeeds, we'll never be able to leave this world. That must be it. That must be why I killed her. She seems to have a particular fondness for me. It appears she confessed her feelings to me. And I have yet to give her an answer. What was I going to do? That student I saw in front of the school gate. She's Natsunomi Nami. She's likely already gone home by now. I'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. A gun from the android was using. Why does this guy keep calling? Have I been following his orders this whole time? He wanted information and he was trying to extract it. These numbers are for the message service. One set is the user number and the other is the password. So the numbers were for a message service. I wonder who would have left a message for me.
Him, obviously.
You've reached the automated message service. Please enter your user number. Please enter your password. You have 2 new messages.
Hello, A. It's me. Turns out I was wrong. There are no outcomes where this ends well. My advice to you is to stop living in the past. You're responsible for your own future now. Hey, it's me. Well, you. I imagine you're pretty confused right now. Hearing this message, unable to remember a thing. So, I've entrusted a message to a good friend of ours. If you seek him out,
Okano?
you'll likely find him with Natsunomi Nami. Looks like
Say,
I'm out of time.
say the name!
Above all else,
Okano!
finish the job. It's for your sake. Understood? What does that mean?
Yeah, goddamn it, I. Give yourself better advice.
An old-fashioned phone. If that message from myself was true, then Natsunomi Nami is a key figure in all this. She may get me a step closer to recovering my memories. If I can really believe what I heard, that is. I guess I better get my hands on that data.
Oh, it's
unit and
Miura,
find
isn't it?
out. I'll do some investigating of my own on Minami.
Or BJ.
I just need to find her first. Now, how should I approach this? I wouldn't mind having Fuyusaka tag along. She may even be able to help me find Natsunomi Nami. But I don't want to get her mixed up in all this. Wait a minute. When I met up with Fuyusaka this morning, a girl passed by and said she was going to the track room. Wasn't that Natsunomi Nami?
Let's go find her!
I'll wait for school to get out tomorrow. Then I'll head over to the track room.
Don't think you can just hang out at the girls' track room. That would... I think you'll get in
Fuyusaka's
trouble.
at the front gate. She's still waiting for me. Things might heat up again. I can't drag her into
Gun!
this. If anything were to happen to her...
We know that canonically people can see him do that as well.
myself. It's basically the nanomachine equivalent of a virus program. Except it causes brain damage. The infected will ultimately lose their memories. Or end up as husks of themselves. It's likely the cause of my memory loss.
Wasn't there a horror movie called Brain Damage? I'm going to look that up. As well as... Sorry, so my brain just remembered several old horror movies. Yeah, hang on. And, I think it might even be Linda LaPlante, not that brain damage thing, something else. I remember, because it was really compelling at the time, and then I think it's probably pretty silly now. A TV program about a computer game that makes you kill a person in real life. Like, you stalk them, and people are like, wow, it's really realistic, but it's just like crappy CG. No, it's not CG. When I mean, it's full motion video. And, like, you have to stalk them, and it's like, oh, it's really realistic. but then when you kill them in game, they die in real life. And I know during that program, it's got Jason Orange in on Take That. I watched it with my mum. Sorry, I'm remembering a thing. I don't like if you ever watch this video and you're like, are you really going on a tangent about a program with Jason Orange in? Why do you know Jason Orange's name? Because he was in this program. That's why I know his name. Like sometimes it only takes something like that. And the villain was called Dome. No, I feel like Brain Damage has like a really similar plot to it, which is why I kind of couple them together. I might do a thing. I'm trying to think of like doing videos, and I think that might be a really good pairing. Because it's like I feel like it's two things I watch together, and it's like an interesting what we thought of computer games. Because I think Brain Damage, it might not be called Brain Damage, is like about an evil monster that comes, like a rock and roll monster that comes from a computer game that urges you to kill people. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this, but I've wanted to say it out loud. Because saying it out loud will help me remember to do it as a project. Like, I think that might be really interesting to do. Even if it's just a crappy recap. Yeah. Because nobody's going to be watching that detective program ever again. I've always wanted to kind of catalogue all the weird computer game shit in old detective murder mysteries. I remember one, I think it might be Midsummer Murders, and he has to go play a computer game because the killer keeps his secrets in there, and it's just, even John at the time was like, it's just dumb, this is not how computer games work at all. Nobody, I might be conflating it with a stupid, that American FBI, not FBI series, the one where CSI started using these advanced techniques, and it meant people considered real CSI people to be slightly better equipped than they actually are. But then, of course, they kept making CSI programs, so they just got more and more absurd. But there's one where, to find the files in the game, you have to navigate a game. And it's like, you can get to the files without playing the game. Like, people do. But, you know, maybe playing the game is faster, eh? You know, trying to extract a file might be quite difficult.
The medical records of 3 Sakura High School students. Shu Amiguchi, Juro Izumi, and Ryoko Shinonome. They've all been administered a Natsuno Minami. She was the one who had that data unit. An outdated transceiver for communication purposes. It has a very limited range. Fuyusaka wasn't kidding. They're crawling all over campus.
Just looking at the reflection effect. So it just sort of has to glue it to the bottom of his feet. Okay, that's interesting.
I'll check the track room first. Can't go that way either.
Can I go up the stairs?
Excuse me. Where can I find someone who's on the track team?
Oh, well, we're on the track team. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a student by the name of Natsuno Minami.
Oh, Minami? She went for a run around the school. She hasn't come back yet. Yep, that's right.
Around the school. Got it. Thanks.
Those are the most diligent students.
She's the one who delivered that package to me. The one that contained the message to myself. Looks like she goes to this school too.
Let's stay here. Let's follow her. That girl.
Where'd she go?
You're gonna get bopped on the head. Somebody tidy up that hose. I'm terrible at hiding.
Is she messing with me?
Yeah, you're gonna get bopped on the head. Look at this red light. And the blue light. Let's stay here and check out this blue light and this red light. Where do they come from? Yeah.
She's definitely up to something. Natsunami Nami.
Bastard! Stay the hell away from Natchan!
Oh, we've seen this scene.
Wait, Yuki-chan! For what? This asshole just held a gun to your face!
Stop this right now, you two.
Have we?
Fine. You seem to know who I am. Care to explain what's going on?
You really forgot everything, huh? Just like Shinonome. That's why I can't get a good read on you. Hard to tell whose side you're on right now.
I can make it go beep bop. You.
You two. You lured me all the way over here. What are you planning?
Planning? I thought you came for him, right?
Him? That's what showed me the footage of myself.
Wrong. That's not the same one I gave you. That unit was a different one supplied by the SIU. They're the ones who had it say all those things.
SIU?
It's where those guys in black are from.
How do you... Just who in the world are you?
I'm Yuki. Yuki Takamiya.
Are you working with the SIU?
Strictly speaking, no.
Then why cooperate with them?
Got no
Sorry.
choice. They're keeping tabs on Natchan.
It's like a really satisfying noise.
So those black suits wanted me to see that footage. But why? Yuki Takamiya. She delivered the data unit to me near the riverbank. She seemed to have known me before I lost my memories. So this is it. This is the data unit I was told to seek out.
There's a message for you.
A message?
He asked me to show it to you. So, here it is.
Natchan.
Why did you temporarily erase your memories? Was it because of me?
Yes. I can't let them get their hands on this information.
My partnership with Ida. My dishonesty. You knew all along. Didn't you, Miura?
You might not know this, but you're a terrible liar.
I guess so. Why didn't you show me the data after it was analyzed? Because you took pity on me?
Some things are best left unknown.
I disagree. I should know about my own past. No matter how terrible I was. Can you link me to the logs through this message?
Sekigahara.
Please, Miura. Show me the logs from 2188. Who's the target?
The leading figure in nanotech research. Chihiro Morimura.
She's a former executive of Newman Inc.
After she left the company, I allowed her to participate in Shikishima's project. The project was put on hold, but she continues working on it despite our warnings. Our company will suffer massive losses as a result.
That's not the real reason.
Excuse me.
You pushed for the acquisition of Newman Inc. And that initiated a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund.
What are you basing this on?
Morimura's Interstellar Development Project. It was one of 12 that were showcased for the acquisition. You used the project as a cover for the real use of your funds. But Morimura's actions threw a wrench in your plans. If an international agency were to catch wind of the situation, they'll definitely launch an investigation. And that will put you in danger of losing your position.
Are you threatening me, Sekigahara?
Like I'd waste my time. I'm an assassin. A professional. If I'm expected to perform my job perfectly, and I need every last detail on my target.
Sector 4. It's another colony that's still under construction. You'll find her research lab there. I'll be heading into orbit myself next month for an inspection. I want the job handled by then. And be discreet. I've just sent over security details for Sector 4. You'll also find a security personnel ID for your use. Eliminate Chihiro Morimura and put an end to the project.
First, I'll have to confirm receipt of your payment.
What was all that about? Morimura's that one teacher, right? You came here from the future to kill her? But more importantly, the hell were you doing with that four-eyed bastard?
I'm an assassin? Morimura. So I really did do it. No. I wasn't going after Fuyusaka next, was I? And I've been lying to Miura. Was it about the change in command? No. That can't be right.
So many questions. I mean, the assassin part wasn't a surprise, but
There you are.
just teleport? What's the context for this scene?
Keeping an eye on me with your drone?
Finding you was simply a coincidence. Just like you, I'm now considered deceased. Ever since the battle in Sector 2, I've been in hiding.
So tell me, back on the battlefield in 2064, who used DD-426?
Someone did his research. Your Sentinel was the source of the infection. So the evidence suggests that you're the one who used it.
Guess that's how it looks.
I'm not sure who the real culprit is. However, Chihiro Morimura enacted Operation Aegis after we lost.
Operation Aegis. What is Operation Aegis? Just look at this place. What the hell happened?
Sector 3 was used as a trial run of sorts. It was the only terminal tested on. But it was enough to activate the self-defense system. Sector 4 will be the real deal.
The 1980s.
Once all the terminals are sealed by the self-defense system, then Operation Aegis will be fulfilled. If that succeeds, we'll no longer be able to loop. And we can't let that happen.
Loop. Loop.
By loop, you mean going back in time, right? How is that different from shifting?
Well, this world was created only 15 years ago. You come from a different world, where the year is 2064. Your world never existed prior to 2049.
Never existed. But we're in 2025 right now, aren't we?
This is neither the past nor the future. That's how the 5 sectors were designed. They were created when you arrived from another world.
Another world. Abandoned.
I've had enough of this crap. If there's really some other world, then prove it.
I take it you're aware of Miura's logs.
Logs?
Logs of the year 2188. I made an interesting discovery after studying the data myself. I learned that the real world is in 2188. We were meant to return there eventually. However, this world is destroyed before that time can come. A tragic incident indeed. Especially if it was the result of someone's careless actions. Our enemies, the ones we call kaiju, have one goal: to gain control over every mainframe in all sectors. Once that's accomplished, the 5 sectors will reset. This causes the world to be recreated. And that includes you. Morimura and I didn't exactly go back in time. We merely skipped the recreation.
Okay. Let me get this straight. So all the different sectors are different time periods that you can teleport between. But when you fail the game wholly, it destroys them and creates all the sectors again. So you can't. Not only can you have people in the different time periods, which does make sense because they can teleport about, but you can have people from previous loops somehow making it across, i.e. not getting destroyed. God, somebody really liked the whole Matrix within a Matrix theory, didn't they? Well, that's actually... No, sorry, even the plot of Matrix was that as well, wasn't it? Sort of.
You're looking rather pale.
So he skipped the loop as well.
Didn't you deliver those pills to Morimura? For Izumi and Shinonome-kun? You and the others have no hope of fully recovering. However, there is a way for you to survive.
How?
I'll extract your data from before you lost your memories.
Oh yeah, and that's how there's 2 versions of the set, because he's already... That's Shu Amaguchi, right? So... No, it's not. What am I talking about? Hang on. Or it might... Yeah, sorry, I keep getting 2 characters
Then I'll
conflated.
take- With me, the recreated world.
Yeah, okay, that is Shu Hamaguchi. Sorry, because I keep getting those. They've both got glasses on. I don't know why I went past characters. It's not Renya Goto. That's someone different. That's the old man with the beard.
World. That should stop the effects of DD-426.
Can you really do that? So then, what do you need me for?
To make sure we can loop, of course. I intend to stop Operation Aegis so we can start over again. And if I'm going to do that, I'll need your help. Still don't believe me?
Not really.
Well, you will once you see the logs for yourself. I need you to find Sentinel number 17. I know he made a copy of it. The data will be useful in the next world, so I'd like to get my hands on it. See that drone over there?
Drone? This thing?
Yes, but don't activate it just yet. That's no ordinary drone. It's him.
Miura?
It was before the Sentinels were randomly transmitted. He transferred himself into that drone and escaped. I managed to secure him in Sector 2. He doesn't entirely agree with my methods, though. As such, he's chosen not to cooperate. It would be best if you told him you saved him from me.
Come again?
You're going to convince him that you've saved him. Then, you'll retrieve the data from him.
You're asking me to lie to him?
He received command over Sentinel number 17 instead of me. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's the only one who can track and activate it. For your sake, cooperate. I'll ensure that Miura comes with us. Above all, this is for you and Shinonome-kun. Well then. You can't use the gate at school due to structural damage. I've set new coordinates further ahead. Feel free to use that one.
Hang on, I never...
To avoid suspicion, I'll have my men continue following you. They won't be aware of our plans, however. So try not to get caught. I'm heading back to Sector 4.
Sekigahara.
Hey, Miura. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the scene he just described. Fair enough. To be continued, and Takatoshi Hijiyama is finally unlockable. So should we do that next? Oh, he needs to be at 10. Very exciting. Well, let's have a look at the mystery files. See if there's anything new. Yeah, we do. Sekigahara. Before Sekigahara lost his memory, Tetsuya Ida told him to deceive Miura to extract information if he wanted to stop effects of DD-426. An assassin was hired, that's the 2188 version, hired by 2188 Shikishima CEO Renya Goto to kill Chihiro Morimura. And of course the CEO, the conglomerate Shikishima. During the acquisition of Newman Inc., he used Morimura's interstellar development project as a front to hide a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund and suspended the project to cover up the proof. However, Morimura's project was about to face another investigation by an international agency for project re-evaluation. Shortly before the nanomachine infection began, Goto feared that the information shed light on where his funds went, so he hired Ai Sekigahara to assassinate Morimura, put an end to her project. Yuki Takemiya, under SUI's orders, or SIU, whatever, she hands over the scout unit to Ai Sekigahara, who had lost his memories. Pills. Prior to losing his memories, he delivered these pills to Morimura in order to save Juro Kurabi and Shinonome. Operation Aegis. When the Aegis is activated for all terminals, the world cannot be restarted. They can no longer loop. Which is probably how this game ends, right? Considering it's called Aegis Rim. Loop. The Kaiju invasions caused the world to be reset every 16 years. That's literally the plot after the tentacles things to Matrix. Destroy everything, Zion gets rebuilt, isn't it? As a result, the students grow up and die before reaching adulthood and are born again to repeat the cycle. The cycle is what they call a loop. Once the Kaiju gain control of every dimension and all sectors, the world is automatically recreated as a new loop begins. Universal control. When the universal control of all sectors gets taken over by Deimos, 5 sectors get reset, the world is recreated and a new loop occurs. 25. Morimura used Sector 3 as a trial for the Operation Aegis. She succeeded in activating the self-defense system of one terminal. Ooh. Oh, we're going to have a full week this time. I've been John Proxy. I've been having a 13 Sentinels. Let's save my game just in case there's like a power cut or something, because it's been a while since I saved my game. But a couple of hours apparently. Oof. Yes. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hello! Hello, you lurkers and archaeologists.